listening to 106.9 Twat FM, streaming to you from Rat House Productions over at rathouse.net. That's RATTHAUS.net. And it's time for the world according to Fear MDI.
He stuck his head right in the ashtray, and then he's like...
Welcome to the world according to Fear and MDI. I'm your host, Fear, and as always, my gorgeous co-host, MDI. How you doing, babe?
I'm good. How are you, baby?
Not too bad. We are coming off one hell of a head cold or...
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it was.
Whatever.
But it was nasty.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Who knows what it could be anymore? Everything's got different sort of symptoms. Everything could be... Nowadays, it's like, hey, do you ever wake up tired in the morning? Yeah. Oh, shit, you've got fucking Omicron. Oh, man, this one comes with a hot chick and a puppy.
Oh, you're going to have to credit him.
Yeah, that's right. If you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, that's Greg Giraldo, man. You better recognize.
Oh, from 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I want to switch your thing real quick while I'm thinking of it. Okay, that should be good. Because I had you in the same one that Datch is in, and anytime she got loud, it kind of popped weird.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking our board is slowly dying.
I know. We need to get a new one.
I know. Eventually. Eventually. It will happen. Anyway, so yeah, in case you're like, where the fuck have you two fuckers been? Well, you know what?
Life,
man. This, like, the shit that we went through with this fucking thing, like, it literally sucks your fucking energy. Like,
yeah.
We kept telling like we'll do it tonight. We'll get together.
Yeah, we'll do this.
And between just me just working and then you, like, you've got all your ailments that you always have.
Yeah.
And then you add this kind of shit on top of it, and then it's just a matter of like, yeah, no, we would get home, and pretty much you'd be ready for bed by 7.
Yeah. Yeah. After sleeping 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon every day,
trying to have a little nap.
Yeah, and
hold on, sorry. Where did you get those?
What?
Where'd you get
from under there?
What the fuck? Here I'm sitting here, my ass hurting. I look down and she's got 2 fucking cushions.
Dude, it's not my fault. You don't look around and fucking notice that there's ass cushions. I didn't know there was
ass cushions.
They were 1.5 feet from you.
I just did a show with the kids.
I know, and you sat here the whole time with nothing.
No wonder I've got hemorrhoids.
Oh, I just scared Onyx.
Oh, Jesus. Man, that is way better on my ass.
No kidding.
Oh, that was ridiculous. Anyway, sorry. I can't remember what the fuck we were talking about. I just happened to notice that shit.
Oh, man. We were talking about being sick and trying to sleep and trying to get better.
Oh, yeah. So you'd be tired. You'd be napping. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I really found...
I'm going to light a joint. You tell the story.
Okay. I really found with this illness, I had to eat. Like, I'm not a big eater.
Like, you were actually hungry?
No. I just felt like I needed nutrition or I was going to pass out when I walked from, the bedroom to the bathroom. Like, and literally, like, there were 2-3 days where I just said to your daughter, I need food. I don't want anything, and I don't care what you make me, but can you just bring me some sort of food, please? Because I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, I was like, I needed nourishment so bad. And because normally I go all day without food. I have a tea or 2 in the morning, so I get a little bit of milk every day.
Yeah, that's usually like your go-to is just like
and that's all I have during the day,
for
and I'm
breakfast,
fine.
Tea for lunch, and then you're like you're on the Slim Fast diet only. I have a tea for breakfast, a tea for lunch, and then a reasonable fucking
and a reasonable dinner. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. But although sometimes it's 2 teas for breakfast and 2 teas for lunch. But anyway, but yeah, so I was finding myself really needing.
Yeah, because you even asked me a couple of times, you're like, I need to eat, and I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, like, and I felt like I needed nourishment, like I needed sustenance, because I was so weak. And when I got up and tried to walk around, I felt like my insides were vibrating. It was almost like my blood sugars were low, but they weren't. It was just, I was weak. Like I just needed calories or like, nutrition. And it was weird though.
Did you have any
in a long time?
My thing, I just couldn't be hydrated the entire time.
Yeah.
Even today it's I'm definitely not drinking enough water, but holy shit, like I just felt like dog shit, and I just had this fucking migraine for a week and a half.
Oh, such a bad headache.
I just couldn't get rid of it. Today I do not have that pain, knock on wood. Like I didn't want to fucking do anything for the last 2 weeks. Like just trying to think of wanting to have the energy. It just made me want to die.
It just makes you want to nap.
So I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I would literally get up in the morning and walk up the stairs, make my tea, sit on the couch, and then walk from the couch to the bathroom, I don't know, 2-3 times, because, you got to pee. Everybody pees. And by 2:00, I was dead. Like I was done every day. And that's all I did was walk to and from the bathroom.
Yeah.
But I was done. I was exhausted. Like I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
If I made it to 2.
Well, yeah. And like,
then it was
I would come home around 5. We would eat. And then, by 7, like you're like begging me to go to bed.
But your daughter was telling me, like putting me down for a nap every day. She'd literally be like, by 10 a.m., she'd be like, so you're going to have a nap in a couple hours? Because you look like you need a nap. Like every day she was telling me I looked like shit and I needed to go back to bed.
Yeah. No,
the one day she actually put me back to bed at like 10:30. 11
yeah, it was like wicked early. Like, I'm already going to bed. I'm like, I haven't even had my 15 yet. Like, what do you...
Yeah. Your daughter's putting me to bed because she says I look like death.
Yeah, but we're finally starting to feel pretty good. Like, I'd say... I got to be about 80%. Like maybe even 85. Like I actually.
Wow, that's good. I'd say I probably had about 72.
Yeah, slow and steady. You're a couple of days behind me.
My 100% is still, like a normal person 65. Yeah. But you say 85?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. So anyway, that's the long story of why the fuck we are lazy and haven't put any content out. We was sick, man. Ain't none of you brought me no soap. Some soup for the chicken soul or whatever. But
yeah, like the other day I was like, send me some fucking wonton soup. I need some fucking
fuck
soup.
yeah. And I was busy at work, so I wasn't really paying attention, but I was trying to add it to my cart, and I'm like, why the fuck can I send my girl soup? Well, because the fucking place wasn't open yet. But anyway, I got you soup, girl.
And it was not great.
Oh,
oh man, your joint went out.
Sort of. I think I fucking knocked the cherry off again. The worst part about pre-rolls, like the shit that you don't roll your fucking self, is this kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I find a lot that shit pops off. So here, I'll hand that to you so you can.
Off.
Yeah, which is fucking annoying.
Yeah. Why are you free balling, by the way?
Free mic?
Free micing. I know. I just like to say balling.
Just because that one's kind of a pain in the ass to fuck with right now. But
that's right.
And I don't know. I feel like it works. I can hear in the headset. It's not too bad. Tonight we are smoking. It's called Eye of the Tiger.
It's wonderful too. It has this tangerine, fucking terpene taste. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think it probably tells you the terpene profile. So yeah, so there's limonene, linalool, carophyllene, and beta-isamine. That one I don't even know.
Me neither.
Limonene's lemon. Linalool is like a woolly lanolin.
Lanolin.
Carophyllene, that's the one that's like peppers. But either way, so it's the strain, they call it Eye of the Tiger. The actual strain is Orange Tings.
Oh.
And it is fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's by an LP called Natural Earth, who I think it's put through by NMC. This is a lot of inside baseball stuff, but it's 29.8%, and these joints fucking bang.
They do. They slap.
They slap. I like that. MDI with a reference. Right. So yeah, man, go to your local LP and buy one of these if you want to check it out. I don't know, man. We're cannabis activists. I don't know, man. We just want to promote. Yeah, we just want to promote the culture and the community. And at the end of the day, like, we smoke a lot of this shit because of, everyday stresses and anxiety and PTSD and all the shit that we got going on and body aches and pains. And it's fucking way better than taking pills, man. I swear. I've been there. I had pills, and then I was taking pills for those pills, and then I was taking pills because the other 2 pills were fucking me up. And now I just smoke weed, and I don't need any of those pills, and life's a lot better. So, I am the tiger. It's the feeling of the Orange Tings. It's a really good strain.
Yeah.
But speaking of the pot store, I've got some tales from the pot store.
Oh, buckle up.
Let me just get my shit here. Take another couple of puffs.
Dude, get your shit.
Here you go. All right, so the first story. I'm in the back. I'm working away.
You're a manager, so
I got shit on the go. So I'm not on the sales floor. It's kind of busy, not super busy, but busy enough that my staff are working with people. They've got customers that they're dealing with. I just happen to look up because I got all the cameras at the back. I see somebody laying down. I'm like, that's interesting. In the store. Just, you come in that hallway and then you enter the store.
Uh-huh.
That's where they was posted up. They got as far as the door coming in.
And laid down.
They had to have themselves a little siesta.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, that's not good.
That's a little, sorry.
I need to go manage this. And so I go out. And,
as a good manager should.
Yeah. So I go out and I'm getting wild eyes from my my people. Because they have since noticed.
Who was it?
I think it was C. I noticed that they had noticed there was someone laying on the floor.
Uh-huh.
So it's either, oh my God, this person's having a heart attack, or because of where we live, they're drunk as shit.
They're drunk as balls, yeah, and yeah, just needs a nights.
So I go up to this young lady, not young, but lady,
woman.
Yeah, and I'm like, this ain't your siesta spot. Excuse me, can I help you?
This is not a night zone.
Yeah, and she kind of looks at me. One eye going one way, one eye going the other way. I'm like, oh, you are bombed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming in to have a little napper. I get it. It's minus 30 out.
But also get the fuck out.
But I need you to go.
Yeah.
So then this guy comes walking in and he's like, oh, she's with me. I'm like, all right, get her the fuck out.
Yeah, then get her the fuck out of here, man.
I start making my way back. He leaves.
Without her?
She's still on the ground.
Oh, no.
I'm like, okay. I go back over and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. I don't know where the fella went that said he's with you, but you need to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get the fuck out of my store, please. To which she was like, no, I am not going anywhere. I'm like, oh, it's going to be one of them days. And I was like, the guy that said he was with you, was he actually with you? Like, are you in trouble? Like, what do I need to know? And she was like, you need to get away from me or you're going to be in trouble. And I was like, that is not good. I don't want to deal with that.
Or you're going to be in trouble.
So I'm like, you know what? Before I just call the popo to come take you to your final destination, I'm going to peek my head outside. So I look outside. And I see somebody in a cab, so I kind of give them a wave, like, "Hey, man." So cab driver rolls it down. I'm like, "Is there a guy in your cab?" And he's like, "You want a cab?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "Is there a guy in your cab?" And he's like, "No guy, no cab." I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Fuck, all right." So then, just as I go in, the guy comes around the corner, and I was like, "Hey, man, hey." Get her the fuck out of my store. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, you said you're with this bitch.
And so he's like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'll get her. And I was like, okay. And so then he goes in and he's like, let's go. We got to go. And she's fucking yelling at him and he's yelling back. And I'm holding the door because I'm like, please, God, just get out of my store. And so he comes back out, and I'm like, she's starting to get up.
You did not understand this line.
So yeah. So then she comes out and she looks me dead in the eye, and she's like, "Why'd you call me ugly?"
What?
Yeah. I'm like, what? And she's like, "He called me ugly." And the guy's like, "You call her ugly?" And I was like, "No, I just told her to get out. I didn't say anything about how she looks." And he's like, "Oh, you're my homie. We're like family and cousins, you know?" And I was like, "No, I don't know you. And I didn't say she was ugly." And he's like, "Come on, she's so pretty, right?" I'm like, "Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Get the fuck
out
away from me." And the two of them laughed, and he tried to give me a high five, and I was like, "No, COVID." and they went on their way. But like, I was taken back there because, like,
why'd you call me ugly?
Yeah, inside she was like, "You better get away from me, or you're gonna have a problem." And then all of a sudden, I don't know if she was trying to stir the pot or what, but why'd you call me ugly?
Yeah, she was trying to get the man to fight you.
Yeah, and he didn't really want any of that.
And that's why he was like, "You're my homie. We're cousins."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay." Another tale from the pot store, because I always have interesting people and they always have interesting things to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this guy come in and he's just kind of looking around, and I can't remember what he bought. He only bought like an eighth or something like that. But he's like looking around and he's like, "You know what? Whenever I go into a store, I like to look around. And if there's going to be a zombie apocalypse, I try to picture like what would happen." I'm like, "All right, man, like I haven't had lunch or anything yet, but let's talk about zombie fortification."
Lunch or anything.
Like, this is like 9:30 in the morning. You're coming at me with this? So I'm like, "All right, let's fuck. I'm in." All right. So there's no windows.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Back the truck.
Yeah, I'll let you. You know,
if it had been after lunch.
After lunch, my patience is a lot better. Before I haven't even had my coffee. I think I had half a coffee here, and then I took a big ass thermos of coffee, and I hadn't even dipped into that. So I had tasted coffee, but the caffeine had not kicked in yet. So when somebody comes at you with zombie fortification, and you're like, "Man, I don't have enough caffeine inside of me for the things we're about to talk about." But I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." I'm like, "There's no windows, so that is a good thing."
Oh man!
So it's not like they're gonna, bust in or whatever.
Yeah, I
agree. I was like, we have a shit ton of weed. That is excellent, because if there is a zombie apocalypse, I'm just gonna get high as shit and go out whatever way it goes. But
and
I was like,
drinks too, like.
Yeah. Well, and I was like, you know what? Let's say we lock the doors, and we are attached to a hotel. So I was like, yeah, we can fucking boot this drywall door in.
Yeah.
Make our own little thing. They got food over there. So as long as that's going on.
But the hotel has a lot of glass in the front.
That is a problem.
So it could be breached pretty easily.
For sure. And then I was like, I haven't looked at the roof. I don't know what situation we got up there. We could always put a garden up there and grow stuff. Oh, and that's when the zombie guy looked at me like I haven't even had lunch yet, man. And that's when I knew I had just out-weirded this guy.
You had taken it too far for him.
I had proven that I had been thinking about that for months. And just dying for somebody to ask the question. So, me and that guy learned a lot that day. So,
that's hilarious.
My last tale from the pot store that I've got marked down here, you were kind of involved in it. And again, I never talk about where I'm located. If you find out or guess, that's up to you. Please keep that shit to yourself. They do not have any, or my opinions and whatever has no basis on where I work or the things I do. So blah, blah, blah. Get away from me.
Yeah, fuck off.
So this person came and they bought a smoking apparatus from us. I bubble wrapped the shit out of it, and Sometimes it's hard to put stuff. Anytime you get stuff and you unbox stuff, it's hard to always get it back in the box so that the box closes perfectly.
Yes.
So there was a little like kind of lip on the top. That was the best that I could do. But right away, this dude was suspect because he's like, why is it taped weird? And I was like, I don't know, man. You ever taken something out of a box, put it back in a box? It never goes back in the same way you put it in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's all there. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just take it and go. 20 minutes later, I get a phone call.
Uh-huh.
And this guy's like, hey,
man.
I bought a bong. I brought it home.
Mm-hmm.
When I was unwrapping it, I broke the stem.
Okay.
I was like, that sucks,
That
bro.
sucks, man.
He's like, cool, man. You going to replace that? I was like, what do you mean?
In exchange for more money?
Yeah, he wanted to come back in and change the bong out.
The whole bong?
The whole thing, because he broke the stem. And somehow that's
funny.
my problem.
No.
And I was like, hey, man, you can't, like, take shit home. You can't. Let's say you go to Walmart and you buy some stemware and you go home. The first thing you do is whip it against the wall. You can't be like, hey, Walmart, turns out these things they don't bounce.
Yeah, like it is. It's the same way. Like you can't, like if you were to buy dishes and bring them home and break them while unpacking them, too bad. That's your fucking problem.
No
That's
shit.
your fault.
This dude was so mad.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm sorry.
I was there the next day.
Yeah, I was like,
when his woman called.
Oh yeah. Continue.
Got your second in command there.
Yeah.
And I was there just chit-chatting, hanging out and visiting kind of thing. And yeah, she happened to get the phone call and you, as soon as she started talking, you started nodding along like you knew exactly what was going on. And you were, and it was kind of funny because she tried to be like, oh, you want to talk to that? And you were like, no, you go ahead. Oh yeah.
No, I was like, no, they already talked to his high.
No, I already told them.
They know my stance on this situation.
Oh yeah.
If you take it home and you break it, that's you. That's on you.
That's a you problem.
Yeah. You can take it. You walk out that door, and as the door is closing, I see you drop it. That's a you problem.
Fuck, if they anytime after it's left your counter, if it's broken, it's a them problem.
I try to be cool, but once you leave, that's a you problem. Whatever happens. But
you can replace just the down stem for like what, $5 or $6.
And that's what I told them. And like I was like, I can order some more and things will be all right. Don't worry about it. But that's a you. Oh man, they get so mad. Everything I don't even know. It's weird. It is a weird atmosphere working in the cannabis industry. Yeah, that's really, like I would, and like I even said, I would just ask them if you were to have bought dishes from a store and when you were taking them out of the box, you dropped
and broke it. Is that like, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
like,
no problem. Bring it in. We'll replace the whole fucking thing. No, that's not how it works.
That's not how that works. Like you broke it. That's a you problem.
Well, if you go, let's say, because this is the problem that I have with it, is they just treat us different than everybody else.
Yeah.
If I go to the liquor store and I buy a case of beer and I walk out and one of the beer bottles falls out and breaks.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody goes back in and is like, this box was faulty?
Yeah.
You need to replace this.
That's not a thing.
No, then why the fuck do you think you can call in after you fucking drop some shit and try to get that shit? Like, I guess he was just shooting a shot. I have no idea, but that was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then they always got to be shitty afterwards. But man, I'm so sorry that you stupid.
Broke something. Yeah, like fuck you, man.
Now, did you have any notes you were talking about over there?
I did. I had a couple here. That really bugs me because when I set my phone down, it was on my show notes.
Okay.
But then when I unlock my phone, because it's fallen asleep,
it's gone to like the main screen.
Yes, and I have to go all the way back into it again. It fucking pisses me off. So I just have vet clinic, no snip. Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet. We had a little unfortunate incident when we went to take our cats to the vet here in town. We had heard that the vet here in town was very particular and a little bit wonky, and that, it was, difficult to get along with them sometimes. So we were told to be there at 8:30. We got there at 8:24, I think. We got out of the cab because, again, we don't have a car. Mm-hmm. Paid the taxi and got out. It was -30 or something like that. They didn't want to open the door. Andy got mad. Then they ended up fucking throwing us out and wouldn't take our pets at all. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, which, you know what? Like, I'm not going to go into it because whatever, but...
Yeah, we're not open yet. Seriously?
We have seriously lost the ability to be people to each other anymore.
Yeah.
Before COVID, I never heard of that being a problem. Like, if you saw somebody freezing outside, you would just let them in and you'd be like, hey man, we don't open yet, but you can be in here and not fucking frozen, especially since you have animals with you.
Well, yeah, like 2 fucking cats. Like, seriously?
So whatever, it is what it is. There was opinions on both sides as to what had happened, and the end result was we were not welcome at the only veterinary clinic here in this town, to the point where the vet felt it necessary to send us like a legal looking email that if our animals, any one of our animals, have any sort of emergency issues, they still will not help us.
Yeah.
Which I can't
directed us
believe.
To a vet in Winnipeg for emergency services, which
8
is
hours away.
8-9 hours away.
But to drive.
Yeah. So the local vet here in town is not a good person at all.
No, and that's what I mean. Like, I get, let's say there's some problem, and there was a problem, and why do people not work through things anymore? Now it's just done and over with, and that's how you can be. And like, that's the one drawback. Now there's several drawbacks, but one of the biggest drawbacks that I find of this place, this area that we live, even though in the summer it's beautiful, the winter is a hellscape, but I don't like the fact that that we live in a place where there's one person that can do one job and they can refuse you to do anything.
Yeah.
And I get certain things, like, let's say, I don't know, like a fucking store. Like, a store can say, yeah, you're not allowed to shop here anymore. That's okay. I get that. But doctors or veterinarians, like stuff like that, it's not about the people, you fucking cunt. It's about the animals.
The animals.
And I'm sorry, but if you're okay with being like, I'm sorry that the humans where I work and you got into an altercation, but I don't care about you or your animals or anything. That kind of shit doesn't sit well with me. And anyway, so we ended up going south, and
we had to drive 4 hours.
Yeah,
so
but that's okay. We got it done. It was fun. It was cool. We got to hang out with. I don't got a name for him yet.
You don't got a name
my
for
boy.
him yet.
Yeah. So I only name names if they want me to name names. So until he's on the show, which it kind of seems like all the...
We'll call him Blue Truck.
Blue Truck, yeah. When I'm sure when Blue Truck comes on, we'll give him a name and all that good stuff, because all that stuff is just like it did last year around this time. All the mandates are gonna fuck off, and we'll be allowed to have people over and shit again, because that's definitely missing from our lives, is like having fun and chilling out. And I can't wait to be on my deck smoking weed again, like just fucking hanging out. But anyway, I
want to get my garden going again.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Wait to get stuff planted.
Well, yeah, and like everybody's excited, like, it's any time now, but like we were still at minus 31 today. Like, it's just constant.
I know your sister keeps saying it's going to start to melt soon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, well, we rolled into town about a month from now.
22nd or 23rd of March, I think.
Yeah, so And it was starting to fuck off then, so
it was a little bit melty then.
Yeah, we'll see though. I have no idea if it was like this. This has been like
February 20th,
4 months of solid minus 30 weather. Like it's just been ridiculous. Other than like 3-4 days.
It's been like December, January, and February.
Which is fucking crazy. Like
and the last week of November was fucking cold too.
Yeah, and like a lot of our listeners are in like Texas or
you motherfucking
or California and stuff like that.
I love you,
and we love you guys, but we are so fucking jealous of your weather and shit. But anyway,
but if we ever win the lottery, we're gonna come and visit you.
Oh, just wait, because Twat FM will be going on the motherfucking road if we win the lottery.
And I just thought we've still got a ticket on the fridge that I think was drawn like last week. That we haven't checked yet.
Sweet.
Damn, we could be millionaires.
Honey, if I'm a millionaire and I've been going to work.
I know, like a chump.
Like a fucking chump.
And you were sick even. Oh, man.
Jeez, Ro is blowing up my phone.
That's funny. He's like, he knew we were talking about people from Texas.
What the heck?
That's fucking weird, man.
I know. I don't even know anymore. I was going to say of World of Ro fame, but I have no idea I don't even know if he's still podcasting right now.
I don't think he does right now.
No. It's funny. So many people that kind of got in the podcast game when we did around like, we started around 2013 or whatever. The vast majority of people have either stopped, taken breaks or they're just done. So it's funny. And it's so funny because like, I've got some friends that are new to the podcast game and they're like amped to get going. And I'm just like slow and steady. Like you gotta, there's a lot of stuff you gotta do. You just gotta build the base, get it going. Believe me, I've been there before, young Padawan. Let me show you how this works. But we are starting to put out content on a more frequent basis, which is nice. There's going to be a Horror in the Pit dropping with me and the kids again. And we got Twat FM going out, and we're already making plans for some stuff that we're doing. If you go to youtube.com/twatfm, you can check out everything, because we're posting all of our videos over there from all the different platforms. So it's all kind of in one spot for you, as well. I'm doing clips of the show and streaming. Sundays have become Phasmophobia. Me and Matt the Rat go hunt ghosts. So that's pretty cool. And then we're going to get a bunch of other stuff going. So it's cool shit.
That's good.
What you got? You got more?
Oh, my other note is just, it simply says, I missed.
You missed?
I missed.
That is vague as shit.
I know, right?
Do you remember that?
Well, I do. I remember what it means, what it's about. I was going pee. So middle of the night pees for me, I try to make as quick as possible, right? Because you don't want to wake up as much as you can. So I don't sit on the toilet as much as I hover, barely touching it to pee in the middle of the night, grab toilet paper, wipe, and I'm on my way. In this particular instance, I was wearing my onesie.
Okay.
And I didn't.
You didn't take that shit off? Is that where we're getting at? Are you announcing to our listeners that you pissed yourself?
I didn't piss myself so much as...
Well, nobody pissed on you.
I missed. I was on the toilet.
Okay.
And it was...
Now, we're all trying to picture it right now. So what was the malfunction?
I didn't pull my onesie down far enough. So when I started to pee, instead of going downward into the toilet, it hit the onesie and went down my leg. So
that's worse than like you didn't just pee on your clothes, you pissed all over yourself.
Well, it was mostly the onesie, but
backpedal now if you want. That's cool. That's cool. I know I just said I pissed on my leg, but what I meant was I splashed my leg and pissed all over the floor. No,
the floor was fine.
Oh, good.
I got a little bit wet So I had to take my onesie off and walk back to the bedroom naked.
And so was that like a walk of shame? Well,
yeah, a little bit. Because then you woke up because I was trying to find more pajamas and you were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, yeah, because I remember because especially like lately with your fibro, you're like always clothed. And
yeah, I used to be a naked sleeper and I can't anymore.
And then, I just woke up. I'm like, what are you doing, bitch? Like this middle of the night.
Yeah, because I was rifling through the drawer trying to find more pajamas.
I'm like, there is a naked woman stealing our shit right now. Oh, no, that's just my wife. What are you up to? And you were like, I missed.
I need new pajamas.
I don't think I asked. I think I was just like, shown out. I just went.
I missed.
Hey, man, it happens.
Yeah, 38 3/4 years old. I missed.
At least it was number one, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice today.
So I've got one more, unless you got...
no, that was it. That's all I had.
So my last show note... the other morning, we were sleeping.
Yeah.
And... the alarm went off.
Uh-huh. I didn't know I didn't know what this was.
Oh yeah, you just figured it out. You cracked the code. So I don't know why, but the alarm startled me so hard. Like it was one of those like my whole body shot up. And then instantly you screamed, "Choke on it!" And I was like, what? And I just kind of turned to you and I'm like, choke on it? And you were fucking still asleep. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if you were screaming because you just couldn't believe it was time to wake up. Or if you were having some kinky fucking dreams.
Wasn't a kinky dream.
But I just started laughing so hard to myself in the bed. Like uncontrollable.
I woke up to you laughing and I'm like, what are you laughing about?
And I couldn't believe
it. I actually didn't come to until you started laughing.
And I couldn't. I was shaking the whole bed. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't believe it. So we have joked on the show before about your nap goblin. And so I don't know.
I talk in my sleep.
Oh yeah. You talk, you shake, you shudder, you do all kinds of crazy shit.
I tell Alexa to stop alarms I keep sleeping.
That's the first.
I have no recollection.
I don't think choke on it will make her stop. Unless that's a new built-in command. But fuck, was that funny? I couldn't believe it because it scared me so bad. Like, I don't know what was going on. I think it's because we usually sleep with like spa stuff on or like light music, ambient sound, stuff like that. And I don't think there was. I think it was dead silence.
I think it was quiet that day.
And then that robot bitch was like, meow, meow, and you were just like, choke on it. And like, it was such a drastic change because I had already thought that aliens were coming to get me or something. It scared me that bad. Like my whole body shivered and I felt cold in the moment. And I was just like, oh God. And then you were just choke on it. And I'm like, holy shit. Was that my wife? And you were fucking sound asleep and I just couldn't.
You woke
that was
me
the
up.
fucking funniest shit.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, because
what is happening? Why
was
are you laughing?
Fucking funniest
and
shit.
You were like, what? You just yelled, choke on it. And I'm like,
you
what?
don't remember screaming choke on it at the robot? Because I remember it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But so yeah.
It's never a dull day with me.
No, man. There's always something going on.
Oh, that's got to be the name of the episode, eh?
Oh, it's definitely choke
on it.
I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna put as the artwork, but choke on it is definitely the name of the episode. And so I don't know, man. That's kind of what we've been up to the last couple of weeks. I know it's not a ton of shit. It's gonna be kind of a smaller show this week, but Don't worry.
Are you wrapping up?
I think I'm going to wrap up that. Okay. That's all I got. I got one more story, but it's stupid. I think that this episode's been really funny, and I think
you don't want to bring it down.
I
got you.
I don't want to go into that kind of shit, so I'm not gonna bother bringing it down. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you're watching on or listening, because you could be watching this. This is gonna go on YouTube as well. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, do all that stuff. Go into your settings and make sure you turn on the stuff. So when we you go through all 45 steps now to get people to actually notice you and the algorithms to pick us up. Right. You robot cocksuckers, choke on it.
Yeah. I'm getting warm.
But no, that's
little
good.
Heaters getting this room fucking busted.
Yeah, fucking right. So yeah, anyway, you can listen on YouTube. If you're listening on Good Pods, make sure you give us a 5-star drop. Some of your favorite moments in the comments. All that stuff helps. Good Pods is actually really cool, and it's kind of like a podcast catcher for podcasters. Like, you go on, you claim the show so people can reach out to us directly. They can reach out to the show. There's a lot of really cool things as well. If you listen on Spotify or iTunes, give us a 5-star rating. And when we get notified of it, or even screenshot it, that'll notify me a lot quicker if you just fucking send it to me. And we'll read it out on the next show because that's kind of cool. MDI, if they want to get a hold of you on the interwebs, how would they do that?
Man, I don't want to hear from nobody. Fuck y'all. No,
that is rude. Choke on it.
Yeah, choke on it. You can find me on the TikTok at Creating with MDI. And then on Instagrizzle, on Instagram, I am at The Real MDI.
That's right. And for myself, at Fearness on Instagram, at Canadian Trash Gaming on TikTok, and pretty much everything else. I've already told you the YouTube. Everything is in the show notes. Check the notes. Yeah, man. If you want to join the Patreon, I'm going to be honest. As of right now, there's not much on there.
We don't do a lot. But if you guys start giving us money,
we will. But I wouldn't blame you if you didn't do it. But a 5-star rating and a share costs you nothing. So go do that.
Just a few seconds.
No, I will wait. Have you hit that motherfucker button yet?
Yeah, that's
I will fist your ass.
Whoa.
Make you choke on it. But
from
anyway,
underneath.
Wow. Work your mouth like a puppet. Yeah, I don't know. Lots of fun stuff. I'm getting really excited. I'm having a lot of fun playing Phasmophobia with Matt the Rat. I do want to send a shout out to Rat House, who graciously host all of our antics over there at ratthaus.com. And I want to shout out Dizcore at dizcore.com for making everybody look so sexy when they put together Disney characters and album art. Yeah, I was gonna say like hardcore stuff, but they do all kinds. They do rap and everything.
Yeah,
so it's really cool. Go check them out, discord.com, and I believe you can use Twat FM and get 10% off. I haven't verified that in a while. If that's not the case, reach out to me and I'll reach out to
Matt. We'll smack Rat through the interweb. We'll smack Matt the Rat through the interwebs.
But yeah, like I said, Horror in the Pit's back. So if you like, if you like metal and horror, you can check that out. And I'm hoping you're enjoying the world according to Fear MDI, or Twat FM as we call it. And yeah, man, keep toking, keep smoking. That's Twat FM, bitch.